Hey guys, this is Josh with Josh Got Outdoors. This video's been in the making for a while, and I just have not got around to doing it because I keep ordering stuff. We are going to go over all the fishing stuff. Well, not all. Most of the fishing stuff I've gotten from Temu. I've got some things like some reels and some rods that really aren't going to be in this video. This is basically going to be fishing lures that I've gotten from Temu. So let's get into it. One of the things you'll see on the bottom of the screen is my promo code. I am an affiliate on Temu. It does help my channel if you use my links. However, that is not something you're required to do, but very, very much appreciated. My promo code is INC18071. You'll see it here on the screen somewhere. You'll see it down in the comments. There'll be a link to some of this stuff and a link to my promo code. New customers to Temu can get a $100 coupon bundle and 30% off. And I'm going to tell you guys, Temu has an exceptional return policy. If something is broke or doesn't work, I've gotten some stuff for free because it was, you know, they were like, hey, just keep it. Here's your refund. We're sorry it's jacked up. So they have an outstanding return policy. They have customer service right through the app. You get to somebody almost immediately, and they're super helpful. So, having said that, let's get into it. we're going to start with some little stuff. I actually just got these yesterday. I'm filming this on July 3rd, the day before Independence Day. So I got these in the mail yesterday, so I have not got to use them yet. I went fishing with my dad last night, but I did not get a chance to use these. These look exceptional. And if you look, well, the hooks got tangled up right there. But I think they're going to have a fantastic action in the water. I think these will be fantastic. If you guys have watched my channel for a bit, you know I have some videos up from earlier in the year where I'm determined to catch a muskie in West Virginia this year. And some of this is what I'm hoping will help me get to that. We'll go over those big baits here in just a second. But these are fantastic looking. I mean, they you know, so when I thought ordering from Temu, I was like, well, it's cheaper, but there's a reason it's cheaper. Some of this stuff's not going to look good. Some of this stuff looks outstanding. I mean, some of this stuff looks like, you know, something you'd get from, you know, either Amazon or Bass Pros or, you know, wherever you buy your stuff at. But these look fantastic. So I'm going to set these to the side. Let's go with this one real quick. This is like a little plastic goby. Now, funny story why I got these. So there was a big to-do in West Virginia earlier this year. There were certain trout waters that weren't stocked. And the rumor was because, or it wasn't a rumor, but the trout were eating all the candy darters. These look suspiciously like a candy darter in the way they're shaped, but their colors are a little bit off. And I thought, man, I'm going to get me some candy darters and try to catch me some trout with. I think this hook and stuff that I got run in here, this is like a Ned Rig jig head, which actually did come from Temu as well. But I believe this one's too big for any kind of trout that I normally fish. But I just thought it was a cool looking little bait. Looks fantastic. And we're going to give this a try here real soon. So let me put this back in here. And we'll set this to a side. Now what we're going to jump in real quick, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of jerk baits. Now you'll see I haven't even opened them yet. I just got them. I've got to go through and sort all my tackle out. I hadn't done any real fishing in years. This year I jumped back into it. I started spending a bunch of money on Temu buying gear, and I kind of overwhelmed myself with the amount of stuff I bought. So I got to get some kind of organization done. So these are still in the wrapper, but I'm going to show you real quick. I'll show you this. All of these that I'm about to show you come in one kit. All of them come together. There's like 10 or 20 of them, I think. I can't remember exactly. But so there's that one. And I mean, if you look, these things look fantastic. The collars look good on them. The hooks are super sharp. I've stuck myself with several. Not these, obviously, because they're in the wrapper. I'm just going to show you all the different color variants I got of these. See if that'll zoom in. I think I ordered these because I was looking for one specific, and when I found it, it was like, man, it comes in with all of these. Keeps on to zoom in on that bass, doesn't it? Come on. There we go. Gotta put my hand under it. I was looking for... So you guys, the biggest bass I've ever caught in my life was something similar to this. It was a jerk bait like this. I don't think the lip was this big, but it was solid white with a red head. And I assumed that it mimicked like a shad that was bleeding, was what was in my mind. And I caught a bass that was probably... Man, I was a teenager, so that was like 30 some years ago, 25 to 30 years ago. And I mean, that thing was like 23, 24 inches long. I don't want to exaggerate, I just can't remember. I know from the tip of my fingers, it come up past my elbow. I mean, you could stick your whole hand in its mouth. It was a largemouth on just somebody's pond. So this is, I saw this and I was like, man, that looks awful close. So I picked it up and I ended up getting the whole kit. We still got another half dozen or maybe a dozen to go through. There's the next color. I thought that was real similar to the last one. Here's a shad looking collar one. Now, if you guys are ever into like making your own baits, I mean, this stuff would be fantastic to get if you want to paint, and even if you wanted to trim the bill to fit, you know, what you wanted. These would be fantastic for that, because for the price, if you mess one up, you're not going to be upset about it. And I think they would be fantastic for, you know, paint and get you an airbrush. If you wanted to change the color on this, it would be fantastic for that. We are about halfway through here. I'm going to kind of speed this up a little bit. Here's another one of those. Maybe what it was is maybe this was multiples of 2, or maybe I think this one's a little bit smaller. Maybe that's what it was, a bigger one and a smaller one. I thought that was a real pretty design, how they did that one. There's the green again. We got 3 more of these, and then we'll get into some bigger ones. Because the bigger ones is what I was after anyways. Because I wanted to get, like I told you guys, I'm trying to get into muskie fishing. But I didn't know if it's something I'd stick with, so I didn't want to spend a bunch of money. And muskie stuff is expensive. So I bought some bigger stuff here on Temu. And I'll show you that in just a second. Alright guys, let's get into the bigger stuff. And so here's a deal that I'll make with you guys. I am just almost at 60,000 subscribers. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will pick 5 of you from the comments. So you gotta hit like on the video and drop a comment. And if this thing gets 1,000 likes, I'll go through and pick 5 of you out. We'll get an address and I'll send you some of these jerk baits. Might be the little ones, might be some of the big ones, but I will send you some of these jerk baits free. I'll mail them out to you. So 1,000 likes, drop a comment, and 1,000 likes on this video. Drop a comment and we will give some of this stuff away. This is a fantastic collar. That black head like that and the silver body. So this is some of the longer ones. Now some of these I have opened. Like this guy right here. You guys, this thing is, let me grab my ruler and show you guys just how big this jerkbait is. I mean, this thing is almost 8 inches long. Well, 7 inches. It's got a small lip, so it shouldn't dive too deep. And I think this is one of the things I'm excited about. Again, I haven't got to use it yet. I'm just trying to get everything together. The water got too hot to catch muskie right now, so I got to wait for it to cool off. This one, so this group, I thought these looked like trout. A lot of the muskies here in West Virginia, they love to eat trout because we stock trout, our DNR does. So I thought that looked like a trout, and I thought that would be an excellent muskie bait. Let me make sure that's zooming in for you guys. So here's another one of those with the red heads with the white that I am ecstatic about because of something that happened when I was a teenager. Don't know if it'll even catch a fish, but we'll see. Here's another one. I haven't taken them all out of the plastic yet, only because these hooks make a mess when they get tangled up with each other. Because I've got several here and I'm about to show you that they are tangled up. And there's the last one of those. Now here I think is the first group of jerk baits I got from Temu. And I got them and I thought, man, these things look amazing. Like, look at the collar on this thing. See if I can... I mean, it looks like a little perch. The collars look absolutely fantastic on these baits. And I mean, I'm telling you guys, I was shocked when they come in. I thought, oh man, you know, I figured they'd be kind of blurry, but I think they were fantastic. I think I got one more big jerk bait, and then I got some whopper ploppers to show you. So here's the last big jerk bait. Fantastic shad looking bait. Now this one, that one rattles. Now the kit of these whopper ploppers I bought, they were 5 of them. So there's the silver one. One of them is on my fishing pole that my dad was using last night. He got a couple blow-ups, but never could really hook anything. We don't know that some of them look like they were smaller bass. See, this is why I typically leave them in the plastic. These came in a box, and I took them out of the box because I was fishing with them, and then I didn't put them back in like a dummy. So now they're a mess. All right. Let me show you this one. Oh, there's my finger. So green whopper plopper. That color there. See, it's got the tail. So you reel it in and it's got a fantastic action. This thing spins and blows up the water. So they're fantastic topwater lures. Let me show you the silver one. It looks like a shad. And that's it for those. Now, you guys, there are some stuff that will not be in this video. I got a bunch of other jerk baits and stuff that are smaller for my trout fishing stuff. And I just really didn't have enough room on my desk, so they're not going to be in this video. Maybe I'll do another video for you guys later. Let me show you. So here are some similar to like an old spoon. You've got green, silver, kind of like a bluish collar, yellow, and then red. And those did come in a box together, but this is a bigger box that I put them in to separate them. I'm going to show you guys something I think is a little bit goofy, but I think it might work. So these are a couple more topwater. This is the topwater spider. I've actually seen some YouTubers use this and catch fish with it. I have not got a chance to use it yet because I just now started using topwater yesterday. So I'm going to try this one day here real soon, see if I can catch a fish with it. And then the other one is... it looks like a big wasp. When I saw it, I was thinking about how people are catching a lot of fish on the cicadas, and it's just kind of what it reminded me of. But it's more like a hornet or a bee. So I don't know that it'll catch fish, but I mean, I think this might have a fantastic action plopping through the water. So again, that's something else I'm going to try maybe this weekend. Set that to the side for a moment. Let's get into... some stuff we can go through pretty quickly, right? So these are just different jig heads and stuff. Like these are the baits. I use these mostly for swim baits. Basically, you take this end right here, screw it into the end of your swim bait, run your hook up, it gives you a weight so you can cast it. There is a couple different sizes, a couple different weights in this box. We've got some Ned Rig jig heads. These are almost similar to like a Carolina rigged jig head. You know, like if you had your line and your Carolina rig out in front. It's what I use these, or I have these. I have some crawls rigged up on these, and some, you know, some worms. Some more Ned rig. I got this whole box. These are jig heads with a spinner on them with different collars. As you can see, these are much smaller. These are for my swim baits for trout, which I will show you the swim baits for, not really trout, but for smaller fish. First time I ever used them, I caught a couple smallmouth. So this entire kit came from Temu as well. You see all the different color swim baits. The very first time I used this, I used one of these green with a green jig head, and I caught 2 or 3 smallmouth. I can't remember. There's a video up on the channel, but the very first time I used it in a creek, I caught a couple smallmouth. So I tried to get some matching jig heads to match the collars, and actually I did pretty well. So that's what that's used for. These things are fantastic for bass. And then the last bit of the jig heads are just some more of the Ned rig with the J hook for like hooking worms and stuff like that. Shows you the weights and all that kind of stuff. This is something, I believe I won this for free on one of the mini games. These are supposed to be some glow in the dark hooks with leaders on them. I clearly haven't used yet. Now, I do have a couple like chatterbaits I got off of Temu. They're in a box, and I'm not 100% sure where. I think I left them in my truck because I've been fishing with them. This is one of the old jigs with a spinner on the bottom, and I hadn't seen one like this. I need to take one of my swim baits and make a tail on it, but I think this will be fantastic for smallmouth. This one just came in the other day too, so I haven't had a chance to use it yet. All right, we got last couple things. This one, you can see I did use this one yesterday. I'm not real happy with the way I rigged it up. I was kind of in a hurry and it rigged up, but this thing has a fantastic swimming action. I mean, it's come in a pack of 3, as you can tell. And I mean, this thing moves through. I mean, it looks like a bait fish. I showed my dad. I was like, man, look at the movement on this thing. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get any bites on it, but the only fish I even caught yesterday, I caught it on a chartreuse chatterbait. But this has a fantastic swimming action. So let's get into the big elephant in the room, right? These big baits. Let me show you something first. So when I put my ruler here, you guys see what we're looking at. This one bait's 12 inches long. We're going to get into Big Daddy last. So this is another one of those. Now, I actually have... I wanted to wait, but I haven't gotten it yet. I have another one like this that looks exactly like a bluegill. If you look, this looks just like a bass. It has a little bit of rattle noise to it. This one has a lot of rattle noise to it. I'll show you in a minute. And I haven't fished with this yet because I'm a little nervous of getting it lost and broken. The places I've been fishing recently, you get hung up really quick, and I don't want to hang something like this up. So I've been holding off on it. But man, this thing, see, if it looks fantastic. Like, I opened it up, I was like, oh my God, it looks just like a bass, which it's supposed to. And like I said, I'll probably do some short videos of these baits again. I've got one coming in. If I can get a picture of it, I'll put a picture up here somewhere. It looks exactly like a bluegill. That's the one I wanted first, but this one came in first. But just looks fantastic. Now, I'm not going to take this one out of the package. You can hear how much rattle noise it has. This one, again, is going to be used for muskie this fall. I'm going to attempt to anyways. And I know you guys have seen this video that I put up with this bad boy. This trout's almost bigger than the biggest trout I've ever caught. And that's absolutely wild to me. Matter of fact, I may go put this in the water somewhere this weekend just to get some video of the swim action to show you guys. But I mean, this thing is a monster. And again, like I was saying earlier in the video, the muskie here in West Virginia, feed on trout because the DNR stocks trout in the same waters that the muskies live in. Fantastic looking lure. Now, you guys, if you made it this long in the video, I appreciate you watching the video. Remember, if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I will pick 5 of you randomly to send some jerk baits. I might send some Ned Rig stuff. But like the video, drop a comment, because that's how you'll get entered. And if we hit 1,000 likes, I'll go through, find 5 of you, have you message me. I will send you, I'll comment on your comment and say, hey, look at my about me, you know, and so you can send me an email so I can get your mailing address, and we'll go from there. I won't post any links, so if anybody's posting any links, well, there'll be a link, there'll be a pinned link at the top, links in the description, obviously. But if you make a comment and somebody puts a link to your comment, do not click on it. That is not me. I'll have one pinned comment at the top with my link and my promo code for Temu, and then I will message, or I will comment telling you to email me so I can get your address if you're the winner. So that's it, you guys. I hope this video helped you in some way. Maybe helped you just get through a boring Friday night, Thursday night. Can't wait to start using this stuff to show you guys. I'm trying to get my time situated a little bit better so I can actually start using a little bit more to make the videos actually using the stuff, because I think that's going to be a whole lot more exciting. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I filmed this video the night before Independence Day in America, so happy America Day, happy Independence Day. And I appreciate all of you. Hope to see you all in the next video.